Naobito's window to end the fight disappears. Eventually, Yuji's constant aggression would overwhelm him, not because of speed, but because of sheer staying power.
I think I would make the argument that he has the speed too as well. Like, Yuji was able to keep up with Sukuna and Maki when she fully powered Maki. a-ronimation has dropped a very interesting video today. You see, normally he takes someone like Midoriya out of My Hero and drops him in JJK, right? But no, it's not a verse versus verse. It's one versus all, or one versus his whole verse. You see, we have Yuji beats down his own verse. Yuji versus JJK. And what you are we getting end of show Yuji versus, or end of, you know, manga Yuji versus everyone? Because that's a good fight. We're gonna have to find out. Now, if y'all enjoy this, go ahead and hit a-ronimation with the goodness. He drops these pretty frequently. They're always, you know, a good time to have a conversation, to think about anime versus anime, all that. But hey, we're not gonna do it the toxic way. Hit them with the goodness. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Lock it in by hitting that bell. That is the goodness. Hit them with it. And if y'all enjoy my reaction, y'all can do the same for your boy. With that being said, let's get to it.
Piercing blood!
Who is he using piercing blood? I see him fighting Maharaga in the thumbnail.
But we're not going into crossovers today. We're changing it up. And sorry if I sound a little weird in this video. I'm a little sick as of recording this. But
that
watch till
fall
the end
change
and let me cook.
Yeah.
Joining the gauntlet in this video, we'll have the demon god once again ready to dish out hands to anyone. Yuji Itadori, going up against several characters of his own verse this time. A lot of people put Yuji in the top 5 for the strongest in JJK. So in this first round of opponents, let's put that to the test.
Maybe?
As well as explore some more fights we didn't get to see in the main series. And as always, spoilers beware for the JJK manga. That being said, if you guys are ready to see some real epic and badass fights, then make sure to subscribe and hit that bell while you're down there.
Do that.
But without any further ado, let's get straight into this with Yuji's first opponent.
Dagon.
Yuji versus
Is it domain expansion Dagon, or is it not? OG Victim has joined the game. Wow. Kind of true.
First opponent.
He almost pulled Maharaga.
Piercing blood!
This matchup would be a brutal endurance test for both sides.
Yeah.
Dagon's domain expansion instantly transforms the battlefield into a cursed ocean filled with relentless Shikigami, an environment that gives him total control. Even grade 1 sorcerers like Nanami, Naobito, and Maki struggled to keep up once Dagon unleashed it, showing just how overwhelming his cursed energy really is. At first, Dagon would hold the upper hand in this fight. His summons strike from every direction, and the crushing pressure of his domain would keep Yuji on the defensive, with his immense durability doing all the work to keeping him in the fight. Although, this is when Kusakabe's lessons would come in clutch. The fight turns when Yuji counters with a simple domain to neutralize Dagon's guaranteed hits. And once he's in striking range, the battle shifts to pure close combat, which of course is Yuji's specialty, and he would destroy him the same way Toji did.
We didn't even see a black flash.
And with that, Yuji starts off this gauntlet with a flawless 1-0 KD. But let's see who he's got next.
Megumi.
Yuji versus Megumi Fushiguro.
If Maharaga is out, Yuji loses. But if he's not out, if he can't pull Maharaga before Yuji kills him, if Megumi can't, Yuji takes a W. Domain expansion for domain expansion. Yeah.
Main expansion.
His second opponent, and once again, a Shikigami user. Both Yuji and Megumi know each other's styles inside and out, which makes this fight a pure test of adaptability rather than raw power. Megumi's strategic mind and mastery over his 10 shadows technique give him incredible field control. From the aerial assault of Nue to the brute force of Max Elephant and Totality, he can shift the pace of the fight at any moment. And his ability to think several steps ahead
This music's from Call of Duty, ain't it?
Gives him a constant edge early on. Yuji, on the other hand, thrives in chaos. While Megumi's technique create distance and unpredictability, Yuji's combat instincts and relentless close quarters pressure make every second up close dangerous. His reaction time, precision, and raw endurance allow him to endure Megumi's setups long enough to find
and RCT.
In the end, it would come down to whether Megumi can safely summon Mahoraga before Yuji closes the distance.
What I said.
Kill confirmed.
If not, Yuji's sustained aggression and power would eventually push through Megumi's defense. But if he can summon him,
Sacred treasure.
well, this leads us nicely into this next fight.
Big
Yuji
rock in the
versus
house. He taking an L.
From the moment this fight begins, it's a losing battle for Yuji. Mahoraga isn't just another Shikigami, it's the ultimate adaptive being. Capable of adjusting to any attack or technique after just a few exchanges. We saw how even the King of Curses himself needed to rely on his domain and the Fire Arrow's overwhelming destructive power to finally overcome it. That alone shows how far above most fighters Mahoraga truly is. Yuji's greatest strength lies in his close quarters pressure and adaptability under stress, and for a while, that would keep him alive. He'd push in fast, using Black Flash and Shrine to test the waters, dodging and countering just long enough to study its movements.
It is not enough.
But that's exactly where Mahoraga shines.
Kill denied.
Every adaptation makes it harder to land meaningful damage. Eventually, even Yuji's attacks would start to lose effectiveness as Mahoraga's wheels turns and adjusts to each curse technique. In the end, Yuji's physical resilience and willpower would let him hold out longer than almost anyone else. But without an overwhelming output like Sukuna, Gojo, or even Yuta, he simply doesn't have the firepower to finish the job. Mahoraga adapts, endures, and finally crushes him after an exhausting drawn-out battle. His KD? 2-1.
I was gonna say domain expansion, but I don't think that'll do anything.
But let's see if he's able to redeem himself against his next opponent.
Nobito, yeah.
Yuji versus Naobito Zenin.
I think he got this.
A battle between raw instinct and technical mastery. Naobito's projection sorcery makes him one of the fastest sorcerers in Jujutsu Kaisen, capable of dividing a single second into 24 frames and moving with near perfect precision inside them. His insane speed and control over time-like movement allow him to dictate the flow of combat and punish any hesitation.
But how fast
against
is
most
that
opponents.
really?
That alone is enough to dominate the fight. But while Naobito's speed is undeniably top tier, his strength has clear limits. His projection sorcery gives him precision and efficiency, but not the raw destructive force needed to bring someone like Yuji down quickly. We've seen Naobito struggle to inflict real damage against special grades like Dagon, relying mostly on teamwork to survive rather than sheer might. Yuji, in his case, can endure that level of pressure alone. His durability and recovery through the reverse curse technique let him shrug off most of Naobito's strikes. And once Yuji adjusts to the rhythm of the frame delay, Naobito's window to end the fight disappears. Eventually, Yuji's constant aggression would overwhelm him, not because of speed, but because of sheer staying power.
I think I would make the argument that he has the speed too as well. Like, Yuji was able to keep up with Sukuna and Maki when she fully powered Maki, right? And Maki and Sukuna was able to keep up with Gojo. Like, they're like, don't underestimate Yuji's speed. He's fast as hell too. I think they were in the mock, so imagine someone being able to move so many feet per second. You can split that second into 24 frames, but in those 24 frames, can you capture someone moving at that pace? It's a weird, like, mashing of ideas of speed, but I think Yuji still outpaces him.
Confirmed.
His KD? 3-1. A successful redemption after his last fight. But let's see if he can close out this gauntlet with another W.
Jogo, ooh.
Yuji versus Jogo. Now this would be an explosive showdown.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Jogo's volcanic cursed energy turns the entire battlefield into chaos. His eruption blasts melt buildings, his lava waves incinerate everything in sight, and his domain expansion, Coffin of the Iron Mountain, traps opponents in a molten inferno with almost no escape. And while he's often been dealt the worst matchups in the series, we've seen how even seasoned sorcerers were helpless against his sheer destructive power. If Gojo wasn't there during their first encounter, Yuji would have been vaporized on the spot. But that was then. The Yuji we're talking about now is a completely different beast. His speed, strength, and durability have evolved to the point where he can keep up with an awakened Maki and endure slashes from Sukuna's malevolent.
I promise y'all, I didn't watch this video. Like, dead ass, I can pull up. This video came out 9 minutes ago. It's a 9-minute video. That means I would have had to watch this. No, I just know JJK, bro. And I don't even know it the best, but I do recognize what Yuji's feats and strengths and weaknesses are. And yes, bro, I just feel so good to hear somebody else, agree.
Have evolved to the point where he can keep up with an awakened Maki and endure slashes from Sukuna's malevolent shrine. Plus, with a simple domain in his arsenal, countering Jogo's domain becomes much more manageable. Since although his own domain expansion is strong, clashing with Jogo's more refined domain would probably not end well for him. Still, while Jogo's attack power is insane, his durability isn't.
Yeah.
Kill confirmed.
Even Gege Akutami himself confirmed that Jogo wouldn't survive the same Black Flash punishment that Hanami took back in Season 1. So while Jogo's regeneration and area of effect dominance give him control early on, he simply can't withstand Yuji's precision and relentless power. Once Yuji closes the gap, he's done for. And that wraps up Yuji's run through this first round of Jujutsu Kaisen opponents.
He only lost to
outlasting
Maharaga.
Dagon's domain, to outmaneuvering Megumi's shadows, holding his own against Naobito's speed, and finally dismantling Jogo's volcanic power. He closes this gauntlet with a 4-1 KD. A single loss to Maharaga reminding us just how high the ceiling of cursed energy can go.
Yeah.
But considering how far Yuji's come since Season 1, even standing toe-to-toe with monsters like that says a lot about his growth. But let me know in the comments below, did Yuji's fights play out the way you expected?
Yeah.
Or would you have given a different outcome to any of these matchups? Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed these animations, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
I'm gonna say this. Is this the next one?
And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Told you. Told you about to wreak havoc on Chainsaw Man. I want to see that, bro. Told you one of them was, bro. Yeah, these fights played out exactly how I thought. Honestly, if you didn't give Yuji Maharaga, you probably could have 5-0'd it. Maharaga is a broken character. Like, you have to put out so much power and destructive force to beat that thing. That's the only reason why Yuji took a loss, because he needs a nuke, pretty much. Like, that's the only way you beat Maharaga is you hit his ass with a fucking nuke before he can adapt to it. So, if you took it, like, I'm not saying don't take him off, because he is an entity in JJK, but I feel like that's the only unstoppable for. I mean, there have been a few that have been able to beat him. Sukuna, Gojo can, Yuta can. If only Yuji had more destructive force, but hey, them hands ain't never let him down, bro. Them hands ain't never let him down. Okay, a-ronimation, I give you this one. Look, we done disagreed recently, bro, on 1 or 2 of the fights. But this one, I'm 100% with you, bro. He is 4-1. I'll give it to you on that one. Good job. If y'all have enjoyed this, go ahead and hit my boy a-ronimation with the goodness. He drops these fairly regularly, all right? Like, comment, subscribe, share, lock it in by hitting that bell. That is the goodness. Hit him with it. And if y'all enjoy my reaction, please do the same for your boy. This has been your boy Reggie Wolf. I am signing out. Peace.